Hello dear students, now the next chemical reaction is reaction with dilute acids. So first we'll be studying reaction of metals with acids. When metals reacts with dilute acids, they form salt and there is evolution of hydrogen gas. So here we'll be taking dilute acids first. Now what is the meaning of dilute and concentrated? Mainly when the percentage of acid is more and water in which it is dissolved, a solution is being made, then water is less and acid is more, then the acid will be. Whereas if the water taken is more in amount and acid is less in amount, then the solution will become dilute. So this is the difference then, that if any acid or base, if you are taking, its percentage is more and the water added is less, then that is concentrated. And when water is more with comparison to acid or base, then it is dilute. So here we'll be taking dilute acids first. So if Na is reacting with HCl, that is sodium with hydrochloric acid, then it will form NaCl, sodium chloride, that is salt, plus hydrogen gas. Fe plus HCl will give FeCl2 plus H2, that is iron plus hydrochloric acid will give ferrous chloride and hydrogen gas. When zinc reacts with H2SO4, then it will give zinc sulfate and H2. That means sulfuric acid is reacting with zinc and zinc sulfate is formed as salt and hydrogen gas. Now there is a test for hydrogen gas. If you want to confirm that the liberated or evolved gas is hydrogen, then we have to do pop sound test. When a burning matchstick or splinter is brought near the mouth of the test tube from which the gas is evolving, then the splinter or matchstick will extinguish with a pop sound. This confirms that the gas evolved is hydrogen gas. Next is that some metals like copper, silver, gold, platinum do not react with dilute acids as they are less reactive or noble. So they are in reactivity series. We'll be discussing it in the next part. In the reactivity series, what happens, that hydrogen is much more reactive in comparison to copper, gold, silver, platinum, these type of metals. So it cannot, these metals cannot replace or displace hydrogen from the acids. Hence they do not react with these type of acids. Non-metals do not react with acids at all. So non-metals are themselves acidic in nature because the oxides which are formed are acidic. So acid do not react with acid. Now the next one is reaction with bases. Reaction of metal with bases. Metals do not react with bases because as we know that metal oxides are basic in nature. So base will not react with base. But there are two main metals, aluminium and zinc. They are amphoteric. Amphoteric means they react with both acids as well as base. So they will react with base only. So the strong bases will be taken here in this reaction. One I am taking NaOH, another we can take KOH. Sodium hydroxide NaOH and KOH is potassium hydroxide. When NaOH will react with zinc, it will form Na2ZnO2, sodium zincate plus H2. Now sodium zincate is a complex salt which is formed and hydrogen gas is evolved. Aluminium when reacts with NaOH, it will form sodium aluminate, that is also a complex salt, and hydrogen gas is evolved. These two reactions are not given in your syllabus, neither it will come in the exams, but these are for your further or more knowledge. You should know about these things because in 10th class you will be studying these reactions also. Now the next topic is reactivity series and displacement reaction, which we have just discussed. So based on the reactivity of metals, they are arranged in a series that is known as metal activity or metal reactivity series. So by this series we can know that which metal is more reactive than which one. This is the reactivity series. Now here the first one is potassium, that is the most reactive metal is potassium here. Then sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead and hydrogen is here. Hydrogen here is taken because it is a non-metal but it behaves like metal also, and it is present in acids also. So here we are taking hydrogen. Then copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum. So you can see that these metals, copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum, they are coming after hydrogen. That means they are less reactive than hydrogen, so they cannot displace or replace hydrogen from the acids. Hence they are known as noble or less reactive, and they do not react with acids. Now, students, displacement reaction is a reaction when a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its salt solution. Then the reaction is known as displacement reaction. So example is copper sulfate plus Fe, that is CuSO4 plus iron will give FeSO4 plus Cu. That means copper sulfate is a solution, salt solution. When we are putting iron in it, then the reaction will proceed and iron sulfate will be formed and copper will be left. So by this reaction we conclude that iron is more reactive than copper. As a result, it has displaced or replaced copper from its salt solution and itself is taking its place. So if we are doing this in vice versa form, that means we are taking salt solution of iron, iron sulfate we are taking, plus copper metal, as a metal copper we are taking. So what will happen? There will be no reaction. It is because copper is less reactive than iron. So this type of reaction is displacement reaction.